a perfect fit. That's what George Santos was called by the man who hired him to work at a business that was on its way to being shut down and accused by the Security Exchange Commission of being, quote, a classic Ponzi scheme, which is to say, a criminal enterprise. The SEC is now accusing that Florida business, Harbor City Capital, of having defrauded investors of millions of dollars, when the person we now know as Republican Congressman George Santos was hired by that accused classic Ponzi scheme. He had a different name. He was hired at that business under the name George DeVolder. For Republican Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy, who needs every Republican vote he can get in the House, George Santos, or whatever his name is a perfect fit for the Republican House of Representatives. Here's what Kevin McCarthy said today.
When were you first made aware about some of these allegations around Santos? Was it before it came out publicly in media? Were you given any indication that there might be something amiss there?
On which part?
Any of it? His resume, I mean, all the things that he's...
I never know all about his resume or not, but I always had a few questions about it.
What about when you did the campaign pretending to be your chief of staff in his solicitation?
You know, I didn't know about that. It happened, and I know they corrected, but I was not notified about that till a later date.
Did you speak to him about it at all?
Yeah, I didn't know about it till a later date, though, unfortunately. Thank you all.
Every day, the leader of the Santos Party in the House of Representatives should be facing questions like that every day. The Washington Post is reporting that the head of Harbor City Capital, J.P. Maroney, who hired George DeVolder, now known as George Santos, is accused by the Securities and Exchange Commission of using $4.5 million of investor money, quote, for his own personal use, including to buy a Mercedes-Benz and a waterfront home near Cape Canaveral, Florida. The home, a 6-bedroom, 8-bathroom, 13,000 square foot mansion, was the location for a fall 2020 fundraiser purporting to benefit President Donald Trump's reelection campaign, according to a planning document obtained by the Post. 4 Harbor City employees or associates, including Santos, were listed on the planning document as contacts for the fundraiser. Photos from the evening show Maroney was present. The event featured an appearance by Donald Trump Jr. and his fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle. The Washington Post reports what happened to some of the people working at that business after it was shut down. After Harbor City shut down, and with assistance from a fellow former Harbor City employee, Santos in 2021 formed a company, the DeVolder Organization, that paid him at least $3.5 million over the next 2 years, according to Florida business records and financial disclosure forms he filed as a candidate. The Post could locate no evidence of a public-facing profile for DeVolder or any record of business activities. Santos loaned his campaign more than $700,000, but did not report any income from Harbor City, despite having been paid by the company in 2021. Here is a video of candidate George Santos describing some of his experience doing business in Russia.
You show up with $100 and you get 6,000 rubles, and you can do a lot with 6,000. I mean, I've been to Moscow many times during my career. I mean, you stay at the St. Regis on the Red Square, right off the Red Square, next to the Gum Museum, which is the most expensive shopping mall in the world.
The New York Daily News is reporting tonight a Russian connection with George Santos. With the lead, controversial Congressman George Santos reportedly scored big bucks donations from a New York real estate kingpin who was a cousin of a Russian oligarch and was once accused of being a go-between in the Stormy Daniels hush money deal. The Daily News points to contributions, also noted by the Washington Post, from Andrew Intrater, who, as the Daily News reports, is a cousin and close business associate of Russian oil billionaire Viktor Vekselberg, a crony of strongman Vladimir Putin, who has been sanctioned by the U.S. government. Intrater, an American citizen, also had major business ties to Michael Cohen, the one-time fixer for former President Donald Trump, who did federal prison time for his role in paying porn star Stormy Daniels to keep quiet about her affair with Trump. And Trotter was accused of funneling $500,000 to Cohen as a way of reimbursing him for the hush money payments. His financial firm, Nova Columbus, made several payments in 2017 to the same bank account that Cohen used to pay Daniels on Trump's behalf.